35-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd down, and again it's Davis-Price. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Blake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Davis-Price. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go, set.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Davis Price will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Ty Davis Price, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together. Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away.
and come back and try again the next down.
On third down, Lawrence. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. These two teams all tied after one. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Howard on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. Touchdown! Ty Davis Price. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw is Howard. To throw on 3rd down.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The Dolphins at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Here's a quick throw caught out wide.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Howard.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now Howard throwing to start the drive. A good pickup there at 22. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Howard now. A final shot before break. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
And he's going to go down again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Lawrence drops this underneath for Davis Price.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And some room to work. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Howard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Howard on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle, 38 yards. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 1st down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Carter. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Let's go.
Here's Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And
His kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for Miami, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5.